I'm Dave Abrams.
And I'm Kristin Lagana. Welcome to Arundel County Week in Review. In this week's episode, we'll meet a talented pooch named Biscuit and take a look at the road improvements happening on Mayo Peninsula. But first, making headlines this week. We have a new leader in charge of zoning, growth, and preservation. Phil Hager was appointed Planning and Zoning Officer this week by County Executive Steve Shue. Hager comes from Carroll County, where he served as head of planning and also legislative liaison. He will get to work here in Anne Arundel County on July 31st. The biggest task for Hager will be to get started on the General Development Plan, a document that guides growth and development into the future. That process will include lots of public meetings, reviews of zoning policies, and analysis of demographics. Hager was formerly director of the Allegheny County Planning and Zoning Commission, a demographer with the Maryland National Park and Planning Commission, and that's our friends over in Montgomery and Prince George's County.
Right.
And a project manager with the Army Corps of Engineers. Wow, what a resume.
Just like mine.
Yeah, just
I
like
was
yours.
a demographer once.
Demographer.
No, I wasn't.
Demographer.
Yeah.
Demographer.
Demographer.
Welcome aboard, Phil, and we look forward to having you on our show real soon.
We do indeed. Welcome to Phil. And he did some traveling too. I mean,
Yeah.
Allegheny, Montgomery, Prince George's, Carroll, Anne Arundel. I mean, he went right across the state.
Do you think he'd have enough content for his own show?
You think he might want his own show?
I came up with the best title.
What?
Get Your Phil.
Wow. I'm sure Phil is thrilled to hear about your idea for his new show.
Isn't that fantastic?
Get Your Phil.
Get Your Phil.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
We could work with that.
I love it.
We like new shows. So
Planning zoning news with Anne Arundel County.
Yeah, we're always looking for new ideas, so that's pretty good, Kristin.
I like it.
We'll talk to him, see if he wants to do it. Well, the Anne Arundel County Police Department works really hard to build a good relationship with the community. And you know what that means, Kristin. Kids! This week, scores of high school students took part in the Youth Police Academy. Over the course of 2 days, they learned about everything from traffic stops and dispatch to foot pursuits after Kristin, who stole the candy bar, and tactical training.
Sweet.
Now, we have some shout-outs for this. Kristin, you ready?
Shout out.
All right, first of all, we got Corporal Jim Shiloh, who put the whole thing together.
Shout out Jim Shiloh.
Good job. Then you have your facilitators. You have John Carrier and Anthony Slaughter.
Way to go, John and Anthony.
You got Fred Titus and Jim McAdams, my neighbor.
How many times have we given your neighbor shout outs on this show?
Jim has
and Fred.
We love Jim's pool.
Yeah, we want to stay on that list.
And also, while we're at it,
We want that in.
Barb McAdams. You know,
Barb.
got to cover everybody.
That's right.
And also Adam Hinson and Melissa Rakeley.
Shout out Adam and Melissa.
That's it. Great job by everybody. In a few years, we'll probably see some of these kids come back as cops on the beat.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Wouldn't that be cool? And speaking of which, the police department is going to start hiring at the end of next month. Arundel TV has been working on commercials for the department to highlight all of the things our police department does and the great people who have decided to serve and protect. Here's a sneak peek of one of the interviews with K-9 officer Eric Lively and his partner Leo.
Leo.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be in the K-9 unit. You know, it's part of patrol. It's just another extension of patrol, and patrol is where it all starts. That's where police work is at its foundation, and it builds from there. So I think being a K-9 officer, he's just another tool, what we call it. He's another tool in the toolbox, and he's a great help to us as a team.
How cool is that, Kristin?
So cool.
As you can see, we have a theme once again today,
Yay.
and the theme is doggies.
My favorite theme.
You like doggies? You don't have a
Doggies.
doggie. When are you gonna get a dog?
Or food.
When are you gonna get a dog? What's going on there?
I don't know.
Is this?
Don't.
Oh, is this a sore subject?
No. Don't start. What's going on, Kristin? Because then Will's gonna chime in. What's going on, Kristin?
What's going on, Kristin?
Where's the dog?
Will and I would like to know what's
Where's
going on.
the dog?
Where's the dog?
I know.
So wait, Will wants a dog and
So
you're
bad.
resisting?
So bad. No, I'm not resisting.
doesn't make any sense.
It's just not the right time.
Oh.
A lot of things we're working on right now.
Oh.
You know?
All right, when you get a dog, what
Yeah.
kind of dog are you gonna get?
I still want a bulldog.
They're so slobbery though.
Well,
and
it could be an
smelly.
American
They're
bulldog.
smelly.
It doesn't have to be an English
So a
bulldog.
pit bull.
Well, there's an American bulldog, and then there's also a pit bull. The American bulldogs are like English bulldogs, but they're stockier and taller. The pit bull is still a different breed.
Okay.
I love pit bulls too.
But you want like
I like
the dog,
boxy heads.
the dog in
I like big dogs.
Rob Dyrdek's dog, like that dog,
Yeah.
the dog that rides a skateboard and
Yeah, love that dog. I want my dog to ride a skateboard.
They're pretty cool.
For sure.
They're very smart.
I mean,
not as smart as the dog we're going to have on today.
I'm so excited to meet Biscuit. You have no idea.
Biscuit is in the building.
No idea. Some of the biggest things the county does go unseen and noticed because we sometimes take them for granted and they aren't really something you see every day. Take wastewater treatment, for example.
Good example.
Yeah. Over the last decade, the county has spent more than $200 million to upgrade our 6 treatment plants, including the biggest one at Cox Creek. County Executive Steve Shue took a moment to thank former Maryland Governor Bob Ehrlich for getting the Chesapeake Bay Restoration Act passed 13 years ago, which established the funding mechanism for these projects. Here's what Governor Ehrlich had to say about it.
Chesapeake Bay Foundation called this the most significant environmental act in 20 years, and they were right. And here we come full circle today to a cleaner bay. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. We know that. There's going to obviously be a lot of pressure in the watershed always because people want to live in the land of pleasant living. But the land of pleasant living just got a little cleaner, a little better thanks to this act. I want to thank everybody, Republican, Democrat, everyone who helped us pass this bill. Congratulations, Mr. County Exec. Proud of you. Thank you very much, Irvin.
Cutting-edge technology is removing millions of pounds of nitrogen and other pollutants from the bay on a daily basis, and that has led to a healthier bay. How cool is it to see Governor Ehrlich again? I love Governor Ehrlich.
I know, that's our Gov, right?
Yeah.
We love our Gov?
Yeah, we love our Gov.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yes.
And, I was thinking about it. I've known him for like 15 years
Kendall?
now. Yeah, and I mean, they're talking about, also shout out to Kendall Ehrlich and Josh and
Shout
Drew.
out.
So Josh and Drew, his 2 sons, they're teenagers now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like when I first met him, I was a reporter and Josh wasn't even born yet. So it's just crazy to see these tall,
We're getting old,
they got
babe.
Kendall is, tall, blonde, like they look like her because they're tall and they're blonde. They're athletes, of course, like their parents. But it was really cool to hang out with them and good for him. He worked really hard for the state, and I think everybody's still a big fan of Governor Ehrlich.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we will be joined by Terry DeLeone and her amazing dog, Biscuit.
Biscuit.
Take a look at our community calendar for events happening around town, and we'll be right back.
Well, welcome back. Joining us in the studio, we have 2 very special guests with us. We have Terry DeLeone with us in studio and her special friend here. This is Biscuit. Biscuit, say hi to everyone. You're on TV.
Oh, he's wagging.
He's so excited to be here today. Terry, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.
Tell us all about Biscuit. How long have you had him?
I've had Biscuit since 2010. I received him when he was 3 years old. He is actually 10 years old now. Biscuit is a miniature pinscher.
A min pin.
Yes, a miniature. He's not related to the Dobermans.
Oh, okay.
They're related to the Whippets and the Italian Greyhounds. And a lot of people, they get the min pins because they want a small Dobie.
Right.
They don't realize when they crop the ears and crop the tail, they lose all the expression.
Okay.
That Biscuit actually has.
I know,
because
I love
his ears.
tail.
Yes.
So excited.
He is so excited.
Now, it's important to mention that Biscuit is a rescue.
He is a rescue.
Yes.
When I rescued him, I was very healthy. And actually what happened was when I got him, he almost bit me. And I called my friends.
Why did you do that?
Biscuit.
Well, because he got into something I didn't want him to have. He was 4 hours from being put down. like they were going to put him to sleep had I not rescued him.
Right.
And what happened was I called my friend Jill from Higgins and Friends Pet Sitting because I said I need a trainer, right? And pet sitters, they know the trainers, right? She said go to Jim Hansen. So I called Jim. He went to Jim. He almost bit Jim too.
Oh my goodness.
Because Jim's like, and I said, is he too aggressive that he has to be put down? Or what is wrong and can he be trained out of it? And they said he can be trained out of it. So Biscuit and I went to work 3 times a week to Jim and Ira and Kirsten. And Jim Hansen, his with Complete Canine, that's K Complete Canine. And we went to work with them 3 times a week, and I got him in June, and by October, I had him ready to go for his first American Kennel Club Canine Good Citizen.
Fantastic.
Yes.
My favorite thing about your story is you saved him and then he saved you.
Oh, he's my angel. He saves me all the time. He actually literally saved my life. Literally. They were working in the bathroom and they left everything open because of what was going on. I woke up, I fell asleep in the living room gasping for air. And here's Biscuit jumping on my chest, my cat Bandit's licking my face. And I gasping, I'm like, what are you doing? And called my neighbor, her husband called 911. They confirmed it with the blood work that I stopped breathing. And and I actually stopped breathing. They can confirm that with blood work, and he brought me back to life. With my cat licking my face and Biscuit's jumping on my chest. And he wasn't trained to do that.
Right.
You know, that was like an innate sense because they have that kind of sense in the wild.
Wow.
But yeah, he saved my life, and he literally has saved me many times because he knows before I'm going to have a medical issue, no matter what it is, and there's multiple issues. And he even, when I had him at work, he would, if somebody come in and say, and he would jump on their lap in a heartbeat, and they're like, he'd get on their chest and he'd be blinking his eyes, and they're like, what's he doing? I said, what's wrong with you? And and they would say they had a migraine or they weren't feeling good. I said, he's telling you to go lay down.
And he knows we're talking about him. Right?
Yes, he does. He knows
very
we're
alert.
talking about him. He is, Biscuit does not miss a trick. It's a Biscuit boy.
Now, is that a common thing with miniature pinchers to be able to have that innate sense?
A lot of miniature pinchers are very smart. They don't get the credit that they should get because they are very smart.
Right.
Even Jim has said sometimes he's smarter than we are. Well, his commands are in Japanese, Italian, and English. So come on.
He's a very smart dog.
He's multilingual.
Yeah,
He is multilingual, yeah, trilingual language dog. And I don't know all the languages myself. Japanese, they handed me a sheet and they said, we're going to teach you how to say these, right? And then so we learned Japanese together, and I'm learning Italian. So he's learning Italian.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And we all know English, right?
Right.
So recently he won a prestigious award. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, Biscuit won at the second annual Crofton Dog Show, Best Trick.
Dun, da, da, da.
Yep, and here is his ribbon to say it's a Crofton.
Thing's heavy.
Yeah, it is heavy.
He's like,
Dog
"That's my
show,
ribbon."
special dog. So most dogs got these, but not all dogs got an award. And what happened is I had him, and I have his piano here, is I told him to press 3, and he pressed 3. And the judges are like, can he do that again? And I said, press 5, and he pressed 5. Then I had to do 3 different languages with him, to sit, to stay. And I also did one more trick that we could show them, but we need the blanket on the floor, is what he does when we go to the school, because we are Pets on Wheels team, which is, they're celebrating their 35 years this year, so that's awesome.
Pets on Wheels.
Yeah.
Great
And so,
organization.
yes, it is. And what I did is I took his harness off, and we teach the kids at Southern Middle School, when we went there, what to do in case they get caught on fire. And Biscuit shows them what to do. He drops and he rolls. So, you know, that's something that we can see. I just take his harness off. But he is so smart, and he's my angel. And he is registered. I think I gave you his badge to look at.
Yes,
With
I have
the Department of Justice.
I will carry it. I have
This is his
my
legit
laminating.
badge.
Look at that.
Yep, and
Look at that.
he has
We're not messing around.
Yep, he has an ID card in there that tells what he does for me. And then I have a trading card that I gave both to David and Kristin.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then
A very nice portrait.
Yeah. And I also gave them one of the cards that.
You want me to take this off, right?
Yes, please. Oh, not that one.
Not that one.
Oh, That's
Which one?
That's when he needs to go into SWAT mode.
This?
Yeah,
Right
the buckle.
Got it.
So the other one I gave to David and Kristin is what people with service dogs should actually have, because if somebody says to them they're having a hard time or why are you bringing your dog in, that tells them to call this number from the Department of Justice, and they will tell them they cannot do that. Service dogs are required to go anywhere. And he has been in an ambulance with me. He's been in the ER with me. It's pretty sad when they say, "Oh, Biscuit's back," you know.
Fan club.
Yeah, fan club. He loves his people. We go to Costco's and the gym. We go to the gym at Gold's Gym, and he loves everybody there. He gets so excited when he gets to go to Gold's Gym.
Probably the only person I know that gets excited to go to Gold's Gym.
He doesn't work out though. I work out. And I have a mobility trainer there that works with me. Yes.
Well, should Kristin release the hound?
Sure, you can take him down.
Let's see what you can do,
Let's see.
Biscuit.
Okay, Biscuit, ready? All right. Ikamashak sawate, Biscuit. Watch. Watch. EK. Sawate. Ready? I'm going to move this. Zinzin. So I'm saying a lot of Japanese commands to him. Sawate is sit, Zinzin is stay. What do you do in case of a fire? Oh, you anticipated it. All right, what do you do in case of a fire? Drop and roll. Roll. That's it, that's it, that's it.
He knew it though. He knew what you were talking about.
He knew what I was talking
When
about.
you said fire, he knew that, not just stop and roll.
Well, this is one trick that I think a lot of people that have dogs, that they interactive toys, if you can't get up and do a lot of things with the dogs, these are phenomenal for people. Biscuit, look what I got.
It's a doggy fidget spinner.
It's a doggy fidget, yeah. Tota, find it. There are some treats in here you can't see.
Find it.
He will find them all.
There you go.
Find it. So this is something fun to do with your dog. If you can't get up and get around.
Why just your dog? I mean, family members too.
Well, family
Yeah.
members, I guess.
Fiancés.
Yeah, it's just hide their dinner.
Did you find them all? Good
I see one more.
boy.
I see one more.
Oh, find it. Tota.
see one more.
Tota is search
There you go.
in Japanese.
Tota.
Tota.
Konnichiwa.
Ah, so bravo ragazzo.
Arigato.
Ready? One more. And this is another one. This one is actually, you can do this for a larger dog. They have pegs to put in here, so the dog has to pull the peg off. Well, the pegs,
That's just like what they do for the canine dogs. They use something just like that.
yeah, and see, the pegs are too big for his mouth.
Aww.
So he doesn't get the pegs. Ready, Biscuit? Tota.
Found it.
That was quick.
That was quick.
Tota. See, my cat can do this too. I train my cat, Bandit, does
Bandit
this.
and Biscuit.
Bandit, Biscuit, and we have Bugsy.
They get along?
They all get along, and Biscuit's in charge.
See, I think cats know how to do tricks. They just don't want you to know they know
why
how
they're
to do
cats.
because they're like, no, I'm not
Yeah.
going to do what you tell me.
Yeah.
Well,
do what I
Bandit
want.
listened.
does this?
Biscuit,
I know.
Tota, you're not done yet. Tota. Ooh. Cats really do like attention, some of them. But see, I worked with my cats a lot, and
There you go, buddy.
my cat knows how to sit in Japanese and down in Japanese. Good boy. She didn't open that one because there's nothing in there. So here's, we're gonna do one more thing. Biscuit, ready? So watch. I'm gonna get this out of your way. Mama got it. Bravo, ragazzo. Easy up. Oh, here, we better face the camera for that one. Ready? Easy up. Good job.
Good boy.
Yes. So some dogs are treat driven, and Min Pins especially are treat driven. Some dogs are not. Maybe they just want attention. Maybe they want to be petted. Maybe they just like their toy. So you have to figure out what your dog is driven to.
Right.
And he is definitely treat driven. And I have to tell you something. Biscuit has no peripheral vision. He sees blinders. He was born that way. And we just recently found out that he has horse blinders on. But he has adjusted to it wonderfully.
Yeah, I'd say.
You ready?
Yeah, he doesn't seem to.
Tota, jump. Ready? Jump. Awesome. Good boy. Well, so what I can do with Biscuit is I can have him sit, stay, or like I did, I had him jump on your lap. You want to do that again so people can see that? And I made this blanket specially for the senior citizens because they don't want the furniture damaged. So what I do is I give the senior a treat.
I'm the senior.
And I say, Biscuit, ready? No, say do. No, say do. Go on. No, say do. No, say do.
Yeah, back up.
You're so high up. Are you used to that?
I know.
So
I'm a giant.
He jumps on the seniors and they get to sit and love on them, pet them, and they usually have it on a couch or a fluffy chair so that they can just sit there and love on them. Yeah. And we're at Autumn Meadows Center in Gambrills. Okay, we go visit 2 houses.
Shout out.
Yep. And the kids can come read to Biscuit.
Oh,
because
awesome.
The first Saturday at the Odenton Regional Library, Biscuit is there and Pipsqueak is there, and the kids sign up to read to the dogs.
That's fantastic.
So, and they just sit there. The kids get to give them treats. He teaches the kids about the fire too.
Biscuit,
and
you're a star. You're a star.
He's so good. But as my service dog, I mean, he's just awesome.
Yeah.
He even, I'll tell you what he does to one of my doctors. If the doctor and I are talking about, because I keep everything written down when I have an issue, he'll go up to the doctor and start hitting his leg. It's like, come on, let's get the show on the road here. Because I have to get, I get about 25 shots every 3 weeks just to keep moving. And he does that too. And the doctors watch whenever I'm in the office, they watch him before they look at me.
Really?
Because they can tell if I'm doing okay or if I'm not doing okay.
Well, he's pretty amazing, but you're amazing too.
Oh, well, thank you. We try, huh, Biscuit?
Yes, and thank you so much for bringing him on the show, for stopping by and visiting us. You are welcome in the studio anytime.
Oh, well,
we'll be sure to let everyone know when he's making appearances. We'll remind everybody.
We'll remind. And thank you so much for being on the show.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yes.
I appreciate that. And thank you for letting us share his story and everything he can do, because he's so wonderful. And he's my angel.
Very good. Oh, well, we'll be right back with more Week in Review right after this. Don't go anywhere.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Welcome back. Road improvements continue on the Mayo Peninsula, and Michelle Corkadel has an update on what's coming next. Michelle?
Thanks, Kristin and Dave. I am happy to be back here with Kathy Sharp, project manager for the Muddy Creek Road intersection project, where we're getting ready to do the final part of phase 2 in completion. Thanks for joining me, Kathy.
You're welcome, Michelle. Glad to be here.
So tell us, we just finished this awesomely functioning intersection. We've got the right lane turn only, and I gotta tell you that my commute time has dropped down by a good 5-10 minutes every day.
I'm glad. That's the idea, and it's gonna get even better as the project goes forward.
So what are we gonna be doing this month?
So middle of July, the first thing you're going to see starting about the 17th, and it's night work, is they're going to do some erosion repair on the westbound side, on the north side of the road. But that's only 1 week. That's just a little cleanup activity. After that, they'll be all ready to mobilize and start work on the east side of the 468 intersection.
Wonderful. I'm looking forward to it. So refresh our memory. What is this intersection going to look like upon completion?
When it's done, you'll have 2 lanes on 214 through the intersection in each direction. So right now you have 2 that are westbound and there's only 1 eastbound. So when we complete the east side of the intersection, there'll be a receiving lane for the second eastbound double lane traffic.
And how far will this lane extend before it gently merges back into 214 East?
It goes right up to the Verizon shop. That's the end of the merge area. So it'll taper off as you get towards there.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. When can we expect completion?
We are hoping very strongly that we'll be able to pave by Thanksgiving.
And I know we've got some utility companies involved, and we're going to be doing some nighttime work, correct?
There's just a little bit of nighttime work. I'm sure the paving and a few minor activities may be at night, but the bulk of the work will be like it was before, behind the barriers. So there's night work setting the barriers and getting set up. But once they're there, they'll be able to maximize the daytime working hours.
Great. Looking forward to yet more improvements for the South County corridor of Edgewater. Back to you.
Thanks, Michelle. Looks like the traffic situation is improving a bit, so thanks to the folks at Public Works and Heary Engineering for all of their hard work.
Yes.
Way to go, team!
Very good work. And you can tell there's already some improvement over there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there will be people who don't agree.
Yeah.
Because people, have opinions.
Well, everyone can have an opinion, Dave.
Everybody has an opinion.
Yeah. And if we all had the same opinion, life would be pretty boring.
It would be so boring. You're right. I love how you put a bright side to everything.
I try.
It's so nice.
I try.
It's
But
so
we
nice.
really do thank those guys for being out there and working hard.
It's hot out there.
Sometimes when you're working hard,
paving.
though, you need a break.
Sometimes you need a break. I see
Sometimes
where
you
you're
need a
going
break.
with that.
You need a break. And you, my friend, just landed at one of the most fantastic spots that I had the pleasure of going to back in 2014. That was 2014.
Whoa.
San Juan, Puerto Rico.
San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Yes, it was fantastic. One of my best friends, Ben, who we've been friends for.
Shout out, Ben.
Shout out to Ben Luke and his fiance, of course, Miss Tejal Shah.
Miss Tejal Shah.
I know, they're very exotic. And,
I love it. Where's the wedding?
We can't compete. New York City.
Oh, exciting.
Yep, so that's cool.
What kind of venue?
Get to go up there. I forget the name of it, but it's New York City, so it's very
Swanky.
fancy and all that.
Very
Probably
nice.
have a view of the Empire State Building, or the Chrysler Building.
Well, let's talk the views of Puerto Rico.
One of two. Puerto Rico is fantastic. I could not possibly get it all into this little segment, but some of the highlights were, is it Junco National Forest? El Junco?
Oh, El Yunque.
El Yunque. Mm-hmm. El Yunque, yes.
Yes.
El Yunque. And,
Wait, and I know that when I came back from my trip, we made Chuck put up pictures. So guess what?
Oh no, this is.
I want some rainforest
All right,
shots.
Chuck, be gentle here. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, it's
Look at
all
that.
coming back to me now.
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, we don't need to show any more of that. Thank you very much, Chuck. But we had a very good time. There's way too much to mention, but the rainforest, the beaches, and you know what? Puerto Rico is an underrated
Oh, it's so much
vacation
fun. And it's
destination.
really not that expensive.
It's very affordable.
Very
you can get
affordable.
good plane tickets. You don't need a passport.
Did you have some mofongo?
I had mofongo. The first day we were there, we had mofongo. And it's just the people in Puerto Rico are fantastic.
They're
so cool. They're so down to earth and nice. And I mean, I have nothing bad to say about the entire trip. And if you want all the details on where to go and where to eat and do all that, and I have something for you.
Something for me?
Yes, I got a text from my co-host here at 12:30 in the morning, the night before I went home.
It wasn't 12:30 my time.
And I deliver for you.
Yes!
Boom.
The best coffee.
Now, for our guests at home who are not familiar, how do we pronounce this?
I think it's Yocono.
It's Giacono. I think it's Giacono, actually.
Giacono.
It's spelled Yaucono, and I'm sure people are going to correct us, but I believe it's Giacono. So anyway, so you asked for this coffee, and I thought, where am I going to get this coffee?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. And I realized the 24/7 convenience store
like
next
everywhere.
door to the hotel, the marquee of the store has a big logo of that.
It's everywhere
And
there.
that majestically large can was $3.17. So,
Fantastic.
So there you
Deal.
go, Kristin.
Thank you so
Anything
much.
for you.
You're the best. Welcome back. You have a nice tan, good glow going.
Yes, thank you. And I'm sorry I just took the entire segment, so that's all. We can't
that's
ask
it.
you any questions.
No.
That wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode and archive episodes online anytime on Facebook or YouTube by simply searching for Arundel TV. Please tune in next time for more highlights and news from around the county. Have a cup of coffee with Kristin, and we'll see you next time.
Oh, it smells so good.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Give me some.